What's up, guys? It's BlackBus91 coming to you with a Bleach 4-chapter mashup, chapters 585 through 588. Now, reason for me doing this mashup because I took off about 4 weeks of doing the chapters. Been doing a lot of work, full-time job. So I'm gonna start doing my chapter reviews on the weekend, preferably Saturday when I have free time to do things. So I'm just going to jump right into it. The main things I want to talk about as far as throughout the 4 chapters is the maturity with Ichigo, Hashwalt, Yuhabak, and Ushida going into the Soul Palace, and also the Star Knights versus the Shinigamis. Now, Ichigo, yes, let me address this. Ichigo, when he saw Ishida, Ishida there with Yuhabak, he didn't know it. He was distraught. He was basically thinking like, wait, what's going on? Like, why is my friend over with the enemy? And yes, he yelled out to him. He screamed. He called out his name. It was kind of reminiscent to me like Naruto and Sasuke, where Naruto calls out Sasuke. He's wondering like why are you with Orochimaru? So it just kind of felt a reminiscent of that feeling. That feeling with in these chapters, and notice Ushida strike Ichigo. He told him, go home. He sent out his Lynch Reagan arrow towards him, and Ichigo, that it was nothing for Ichigo. He ended up blocking it, but he ended up doing multiple arrows, and where Hime and Chad came and they protected Ichigo, and they saw Ishida, but they didn't take it as far as Ichigo did. Now, yes, Ichigo coming back, he seemed like, yes, I've reached a state in a power, and not only that, I've gained I gained a found new strength of yeah, it's like a sound confidence with him where, okay, not only that I'm powerful and I've grew in strength, but I also grew in awareness and confidence and maturity where, I'm not that little kid I was before. I'm not sure how old Ichigo is. I think he might be like, if he's still 15 or 16, that's, oh my god, that's crazy. He's, they should be 18. I think he's about 18 at this point, but forgive me for my grogginess. Yeah, I'm not sure what age Ichigo is. He's between the ages of 15 and 18, or maybe 19, whatever. But yeah, he should have been mature enough. Out on Ichigo's side, I will say this, seeing how close Ishida was to him, and the kind of relationship that they had, and knowing how Ichigo takes situations, it's appropriate. It fits Ichigo, for him to carry on like that. But at the same time, if you came back and you're this now sound being, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you shouldn't have reacted that way. But Ichigo, he did not reach that sign of maturity, because even after that happened, Ushida told him to go home, and then later on, after Yuhabak and them, they reached the Soul Palace. The shockwave blows everyone back. Chad or Hime, they're looking at Ichigo side face like, listen, what are you doing? Like, Chad had to throw Ichigo into a building to knock the sense into him, and Ichigo's like, what? Like, he told him like, what are you doing worrying about Ushida, going over with the enemy. You know, and or he returned like, this is Ushida. If he did this, he must have thought long and hard on his decision. Like, he listen, if I'm going to do this, there's a reason why he did it. So Ichigo, he was kind of like, yeah, and the face he made, like, you know, I'll drag him back or take him back. That so sounded like Naruto and Sasuke. You know, oh, I'm gonna bring him back. I'm gonna take him back, even if I have to drag him back. That sounds so much like Naruto and Sasuke. Like I said, it's reminiscent of Naruto and Sasuke. So Ichigo hasn't reached that maturity level. He had that kind of temper tantrum um, when he saw Ishida with the enemy. And switching over to Yuhabak and Ushida and Hashwall, Hashwall told Ushida, "Did you say your farewells?" And Ushida said, "Yeah." And he's telling you know this will be forever. And Ushida said, "I know." Now, my theory on this, a lot of people have been speculating, okay, um, the reasons why Yuhabak want to go up to the Soul Palace. You know, meet the Soul King, kill him, whatever. And everyone knows the Soul King is the equalizer between the spirit, or like the human world, the Serenity, and Waco Mundo. Like the human world, the Shinigami world, and the Hollow world. You know, he's the balancer of all these things. Um, and I'm now from hearing what Yuhabak said. Excuse me. I'm thinking he might be using Ushida as the new equalizer. He might replace Ushida. He might put Ushida in the Soul King's place. Like after they kill him, he does that. I mean, I was thinking Hashwell would be that because he is the balancer, or his power is balance. But now that I think about it, if Ushida is the successor of Yuhabak, and he told him, remember early on in chapters ago, he had told Ushida that there's something within you that is greater than me, because when I used the Ashuden, you know, to take away the powers of the Quincy's half-bloods, you survived. So something in you was strong enough to withstand my holy selection. So I'm thinking, you know, it has like Ushida has something to do with that. Now, the battle up with the first Royal Guard, versus Hashwall, Yuhabak in the game. I forgot his name, but he looks like the kind of Elvis character where he has like this long, kind of like afro, like hairstyle, whatever. I forgot his name, but he goes up against the Stern Ritters, and he uses some kind of water, like hot water technique where it extracts blood and reishi, which is pretty bad. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. My thing, like the way the guy comes off, he comes off kind of kooky. Like one thing I kind of really don't, you know, get into with the Royal Guard. It's like their personalities. They just seem so kooky. You know, I was expecting more serious characters. Like, yeah, I guess in their own way, their kookiness makes them kind of serious. I wasn't expecting their kind of finesse, but honestly speaking, I don't think the guy is gonna be able to beat Hashwall. Now, yes, I don't believe he. Well, he shouldn't. He's for the story. It's not. It's not gonna happen because you know we need like the main character, like the main villain, and the main character, and the main villain to face off. But that's not necessarily the case. I feel that all 5 Royal Guards together have a better chance of beating Yuhabak. Um, Yuhabak might still be powerful enough to take them on, but at the same time, you know, it's the Royal Guard versus one person. I don't know. We'll see what happens later on. Also, the Stern Ritters versus the Shinigamis. Now, I like Reggie and Basby's interaction. Seeing that kind of comedic relief, you know, going at each other, just giving like back talk. It's nice for the story. It just kind of shows you know they kind of rub off the same kind of energy, Renji and Basby, and they both have red hair. They're both pretty cool. So I like that. I liked it the lineup with you know Renji, Rukia, Byakuya, and the other guys like the guy with the bald head, the guy with the tattoo mark on his side, and the guy with like the eyelash. I like seeing that interaction. You know, all the Storm Raiders, they're in this holy form because there's like, you know what, might as well just take them out. And the Shigamis hold their front down pretty successfully. They told them like, we're not gonna let you pass, and they actually achieved that. So they allow Ichigo to go further. And I'm glad to see my girl Bambita, Bambita Bustaban, but she came back now as different, like as a little zombie. Giselle, going to her, we find out that she's a boy. The guy with the eyelash is him. The guy with the bald head, and I believe the guy with the spiky hair, you know, with the tattoo. They kind of confront her, and they're gonna kill her. But the guy said like, you said attacking a unarmed girl. He kind of figures out through like hints of what he said that no, I, you're impersonating as a girl. You're a boy. So that was like crazy. Like wow, that was kind of twisted. We kind of get a little insight into her power. Well, we already know her power, but there might be more to her powers. So he's like, don't kill her, because that's kind of what he's egging for. And Bambita Bustaban, we all want to know what happened to her. She's not herself. I'm guessing whether she has her own mind or not. We'll have to find out. But she looks kind of zoned out. Like her eyes are just kind of out there, and she has like kind of a darker skin tone from before. So yeah, I want to see what's gonna happen in the couple of chapters. You know, coming up this week too. So yeah, that's my thought on the 4 Bleach chapters. My points, I just thought that were important in the chapter because Bleach it goes pretty quickly. Like it gives you not too much within the chapters because it's going by pretty fast. So it kind of feels like all of it's in one chapter. But yeah, that's my thoughts. If you guys have any thoughts about the chapter, leave in the comment section below. You can go to my Facebook fan page in the description box below and rate this video if you like it or not. And this is Black Boss 91 signing out.